Hey you, are you looking for an entry point into Inuvo? Well, guess what? I've got the perfect video for you. You came to the right spot, my friend. What is up, everybody? Welcome to Trades, where we get technical analysis on different stocks in the stock market, as well as potential buy, hold, or sell opinions on these given stocks. I'd like to preface by saying that I'm not a financial advisor nor expert, so take what I say with a grain of salt. The reason that I started this channel is because a couple years back, I was about $30,000 deep in some medical debt, and I was very fortunate to have some close family, friends, and mentors that pushed me to work hard and invest my money, and I'm happy to say that not only am I now financially free, but I'm doing pretty well for myself at the age of 23. So, if I can pass along any of the information, resources, or tools that are given to me here to the community, make a couple people better off than they were before, that's all that I can ask for. Last, if you would not mind dropping a like on the video, it really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. Now today, we're going to be covering ticker symbol INUV, Inuvo Incorporated. To be completely transparent, I do have a position in this stock. I am sitting in at a dollar cost average of $1.13.5 with 2,200 shares, currently up $1,485.59%, and I am not selling a single share of this company. This is a midterm hold for me, and this is because Vanguard does have a stake in Inuvo of about 2.7 million shares, which was at the time worth a little less than $1 million, probably worth quite a bit more now. But there is an opportunity presenting itself here for those who missed out on the run-up, because I do think this is a great midterm hold stock and potentially long-term depending on the growth. But if you missed out on the hype or you're a bag holder, fear not, because there is opportunity that is going to be presenting itself today. I can almost guarantee it. So we're going to be looking at this macroscopically and microscopically. I will pull up the 1 month chart as well as the 1 day, 1 minute chart. I have 3 different indicators pulled up, which are the RSI, the relative strength index. Anything over 70 is overbought. Anything under 30 is oversold. The 200 EMA, which is this dark blue line, this is the 200 period exponential moving average, and this is just a 200-day valuation price action trend line based over 200 days of price action, and the 15-day VAMA, which is the volume adjusted moving average. And some brokerage accounts don't offer this. You might have to use the VWAP or the MA. They're a little bit different, but they're about the same thing. And this is just a 15-day price action based trend line that adjusts accordingly to the overall volume in a stock. We'll talk about both bearish and bullish indicators that we are seeing on the charts right now, potential entry points, exit points, how you can play this as a swing trader, a long-term trader, as well as a news catalyst that is likely to drop the price down on Inuvo. I never want to BS you guys when I tell you straight how it is, and this is going to present itself as an opportunity, not for you to panic, but to improve your position in the stock, because we need red days in order to get in at as low of a cost as we possibly can, and that opportunity is going to be presenting itself very likely today or tomorrow. So with that being said, let's get right into the video. But first, I want to give a quick shout out to the guys over the Patreon. We are almost 400 members strong. That is absolutely insane. You guys rock. I really do appreciate the support. They'll have access to the private Discord as well as real-time insight to my personal trading. And there's a lot of gold in this Discord, guys. We've got SPAC plays, short-term plays, mid-term plays, long-term plays, investing assistance, chat and questions. And there's a lot of really smart people in this Discord. I've actually got a lot of the plays in which we hit it off here at Trades on the Discord. So if you're interested in joining, there's a link to the Patreon in the description box down below. Now, if you're not familiar with what Inuvo is, I'll just read you a quick bio. They engage in the provision of artificial intelligence-driven commerce solutions. The firm provides platforms that can identify and message online audiences for any product or service across devices, channels, and formats, including video, mobile, connected television, display, social, and native. Its products and services include Valid Click, Intent Key, and digital publishing. And this is the one that really gets my attention. The Valid Click service is software for publishers that offer a pay-per-click solution where advertisements are targeted to consumers based on content and behaviors. The Intent Key service is a consumer intent recognition system designed to reach highly targeted mobile and desktop in-market audiences with precision. The digital publishing service includes branded web properties with content developed, edited, and published by Inuvo. And the reason that I really like this company as a hold stock is because there's a lot of opportunity in that the intent key platform. I think if this can act as a competition to YouTube, Google, Facebook, Twitter ads, or even be a tool in which they use these ads by those companies, right? This is a very, very large market. There's a lot of money involved in ads, right? So if they can capitalize on that and really hit the ground running, I think you're not going to be looking at an $809 million market cap company for very long. So I like the potential here, but the reason why I predict there's going to be a pretty steep sell-off is because there was a $6.25 million common stock offering as of yesterday. This was posted on January 20th, and I'll just read you the first little piece of this article. So Inuvo Incorporated, a leading provider of marketing technology powered by AI that serves branded agencies, today announced it has entered into a securities purchase agreement with institutional investors. I like seeing this. I love seeing that word, institutional investors. That is always music to my ears. For the purchase and sale of 5.6 million shares of its common stock per value 0.001 per share at a price of $1.10 per share pursuant to a registered direct offering. The gross proceeds of the offering are expected to be about $6.25 million before deducting fees and other estimated offering expenses. The closing of the registered direct offering is expected to take place on or about January 22nd, subject to the satisfaction of customary closing conditions. And now that we know the price of this direct offering, right, $1.10, we can predict that shareholders are going to want to drive that price down to about $1.10, because think about it like this. If this stock is being offered to institutional investors at $1.10 and it's trading at $1.74, people are basically thinking, hey, maybe the stock is overvalued. You know, why would I hold something that the company is selling at a cheaper price, right? And they're going to take their profits and get out before the steep decline in stock, right? I'm sitting at a dollar cost average of 113, so if it being exercised at $1.10, right, might scare some people. But for me, this is an opportunity to improve my position, because we don't want to buy into a stock when it's being overbought, which is what I had to do to get into this run up, right? We want to buy into it when it is being oversold, because that is when you're getting the most bang for your buck. And I am predicting that we're going to see a little bit of a sell-off. Now, the price action in the pre-market is not that bad. We have seen a little bit of a bleed, but it is not a terrible bleed, right? We're still trading at $1.75, which is down 6 cents from where we closed. Still extremely bullish territory, macroscopically speaking. But we are looking at a couple different points here in which this could drop to. Will it come down to $1.10 or below? It's tough to predict that, right? But what we can do is look at the charts, look at trends, look at the data that is here, the psychology of the charts, and give you an estimate of what could happen with the stock. Now, if we look at retracement on Inuvo, you can see that this retracement at 61% at $1.31 that does act as a level of resistance in the past. And I do predict that if we do see a little bit of a sell-off at market open, we are likely to see it come down to that $1.31 range. That's just based on data. I know that the common stock offering, the direct offering, was valued at $1.10, so we might see it come back down to $1.10 or lower than that, right? And all I can say is don't freak out. I'm expecting this to happen. This is an opportunity to buy into the stock if you don't have a position. It's an opportunity to dollar cost average down in the stock if you're a bag holder, which in the end is just going to improve your position overall and increase your overall gains. You might just have to sit a little bit and hold your stomach with a red day. That's totally fine. I am 100% comfortable sitting for 2 days in the red in Inuvo, because I know a couple months from now this stock is going to pay me back 300, 400, 500% of my investment, and I'm 100% comfortable with having to sit with a queasy stomach for the overall end game, and that is a huge, fat, filthy margin. So this is going to be a great opportunity for you to get into the stock. Watch for that $1.31 retracement. We do have a little bit of price action at this $1.51 retracement as well. There is a long candle wick here where we see some heavy buying pressure, a little bit of selling weakness and rejection, a bounce back, and we have been bleeding a little bit down to this level that we can see here at $1.51 and $1.31. So if you can buy into that price range, of course, if you see it rip below $1.31, that's an even better entry point. You're likely to see it come back down to a previous level of support, which was an acting level of resistance at the time, most likely around here at $1.04 to $1.10. That is my prediction. If it does drop below $1.30, is you will see it come down to that price zone, which is a very steep sell-off. So you can play this a couple ways, right? If you're not comfortable with losing the profits that you had in the short term, you can sell your shares, take profits, walk away very happy, and rinse and repeat, right? So you can take your profits when it drops down to $1.04, get back in at a lower dollar cost average, and walk away extremely happy. So that's one way you can do it, or you can hold on to your shares, and when it drops down, either average up or down, increase your overall position. Then you can just rinse and repeat with this stock. So that's how that looks right now. The volume is not very high in the pre-market. We are not looking at a lot of numbers, and what I'd like to see actually a lot is that this is an investor stock. And the reason I say that is because we see a lot of green volume and not a lot of red volume when this was being, sold. And it also did not correct very harshly in the RSI indicator. So if we look here, right now, the lowest we've seen since this huge run up is 44, which really is not that much of oversold territory. And historically speaking, the stock has seen some pretty oversold marks, down here at 32. down here at 29. So I think there's a lot of confirmation and sentiment towards Vanguard holding a stake in this stock of 2.7 million shares. I think that investors really like to see that, and that transformed Inuvo from a trader stock to an investor stock. And there are still a lot of people holding Inuvo. I know personally in the Discord there are a lot of people still holding Inuvo. So there's a lot of different ways you can play this off. So I hope that was helpful for you guys. Let's change over to the 2-day 1-minute chart just to get some extra confirmations. Still extremely bullish territory. We have a large gap between the 15 VAMA and the 200 EMA. So if we change over to the 2-day 1-minute chart real quick, we can see likely to happen, and as I figured would happen, we do have a cross under of the 15 VAMA underneath the 200 EMA, which is a bearish sign, meaning that I'm assuming people are expecting this to start selling off. We are seeing that start to happen. It is currently trading at $1.68. So I am expecting a little bit of a bleed, a little bit of a drop to about $1.30, $1.25, $1.04, somewhere in this area. So with that being said, look for a re-entry point or an entry point in that range, and I don't think you can go wrong. We're looking at a currently descending wedge formation, which is typically a bearish pattern. We do see a downward channel that we are currently trading at, and this lines up extremely well from the price action yesterday. You can see a nice long candle wick here touching. So just keep that in the back of your mind. This is currently doing a little bit of bleeding, and I do see that we have dropped below this bottom trend line. So I expect, since we broke that we're likely to see it follow through with an overall downward trend, a little bit of selling pressure, a little bit of profit taking, and then I expect to see a pretty nice movement back in the upward direction within a couple of days. So that is how Inuvo is looking right now, and that is what I have for the update on the stock. If you enjoyed the video, please drop a like. It really does help support the channel, and consider subscribing if you'd like to see more content like this. And lastly, I do have an affiliate link in the description box down below for TubeBuddy. Now, TubeBuddy is an SEO optimization website that I personally pay a $9 per month membership for, and it is highly what I attribute growing from 0 to 10,000 subscribers in just over a month. So if you're a content creator or looking to become one, it is a great tool to help get your videos into the eyes of your intended audience. And if you do use my link, I'll receive a commission off of your purchase at no extra cost to you. So it's a great way to support the channel. And if you're not interested, that's totally fine. I just appreciate your support by taking the time to watch my videos. So that is what I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, my friends, and I'll see you all next time. Peace.